Here you go. The effect should be instant this time. So should I lay down first then? Is it gonna instantly knock me out? Let's see. Eyes are focused. Look this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nothing yet, huh? The inside of my mouth feels like it's burning, and my nose is itchy.
Oh.
Ah, there it is. The inhibitory effect is just as I'd hoped. Your weight was the primary reason it took longer to kick in than expected. Yes, this is what I expected from a teenager. We're making great progress. Practice makes perfect, right? Okay, hold tight. Once I compile all the data, we can move on. When was the last time any of you saw a phone like that? Hello, Takemi Medical Clinic of Internal Medicine. How can I help you? An emergency, huh? But we're not a designated hospital. Besides, the head physician here is Tei Takemi. Ah? Awfully rude, just hanging up on a lady like that. What was that about?
Oh.
He basically just called the wrong number. An ambulance driver was looking for a transfer location. All the designated hospitals are full. But to think they'd accidentally call a general practitioner. Must have been a new paramedic. They seem to at least know my name, though. I've been blacklisted by the larger medical community. They call me the Plague, due to a grave medical error I made. What do you mean by that? This goes back to my old job. I used to work at a university hospital in the city. I was never actually convicted of anything, but I'm still considered a pariah in the medical industry. Does that scare you? Participating in clinical trials run by a doctor like that? Yo, I need the medicine. Gotta do what you gotta do.
Right.
Ah, yes, 2 points, I'll take that. Right, you're just a student preparing for his entrance exams. I guess we're both equally shady, Well, that's fine. Being ostracized has enabled me to focus on my own research and development. Regardless, I look forward to working with you. I'll be sure to add some additional medicine for you, my little guinea pig. Please stop calling me that. I love this message in chat. She scares me in a very good way. Oh, chat. All right, more healing items. Not bad. Already at rank 3. Loving it.
Hello?
Hello, Dr. Takemi's Clinic of Internal Medicine. 1 order of teriyaki chicken. That's definitely a wrong number. You're all good for today. You can go home now. Come again soon if you're still alive. Yeah, give me that guts. Don't give me just 1. 2 months ago, my parents still have one of those. It's been like 5 years since I saw a phone like that. My mother has a phone like that. Saw a phone like that back in 12th grade. We used to have a phone like that about... How old am I? I'm 24 now. Yeah, I turned 25 this year. We would have had a phone like the one Takemi is using back when I was probably about 14. So about a decade was the last time I saw a phone like that. Because we stopped having home phones when I was a teenager. No, it was later than when I was 14. It was probably when I was like 16 or 17. So about 8 years ago. Probably, yeah, 7 or 8 years ago. 17 is probably about when we went from no more home phones to cell phones only. Kez has gotten to the point where he questions your age. No. Let me inform you of this. People don't realize this unless they're born in either November or December. Some people who are born in October have the same problem. If you're born in the last, like, 3 or 4 months of the year, especially when you're born in December, which I am, it's, like, impossible to remember your age off the top of your head. Because what's the #1 way people remember their age? They think of what year it is. It's 2020. I was born in 1995. So that must mean I'm 25 years old. Except, in 1995, I was born in December. So I'm not 25 until the very end of the year. So the easiest way to remember your age, which is just to remember when you were born and then remember what year it currently is, doesn't work because I have to subtract 1 from that after I do that. So pretty much everyone, like, I imagine most people who were born in December and probably November and October as well have the same problem, where if they don't just, especially because you're not asked that question very often. Because how often do you meet someone, people who you've known for a long while are the people you talk to the most. They will already know your age because they've known you for years, like family and close friends. So not often are you going to be asked how old are you. on the off chance you get asked how old are you, you're going to be like, oh, wait a second, how old am I? Because I haven't had to answer that question. I haven't had to think about how old I am for weeks to months. I've never even had to consider it. All of a sudden, I have to remember. If I don't remember it immediately, I have to do the math of when I was born and what year it is. And if you live in if you're born in December, October, November, then doing that math doesn't work unless you remember to subtract 1 afterwards. And then, if it is in December or November, you have to be like, oh, wait, no, I don't subtract 1 because my birthday was like 2 weeks ago. So now I actually am that age. It's also harder when you get older. When you're like in your 20s, you don't care about your age like at all. When you're younger, especially when you're in high school and your age is almost synonymous with what grade you're in, it's a lot easier to be like, oh yeah, I know I'm 16 because my 16th birthday was a big deal and I haven't had my 17th yet. When you like get to like 22 and above, you're like, I don't friggin' care. Like I haven't cared about my birthday probably since I was 18, or maybe even since I was 17. My little guinea pig, I have to talk to you about something. You haven't told anyone about my drugs, right? Of course not. Okay. I mean, part of the deal is that you're strictly prohibited from sharing anything that happens here, so I guess I'll believe you for now. I'll take those 2 points. Feels like I've been getting a lot more patients asking for drugs lately. Whenever they keep hearing about me. It's been really bugging me. That's all I wanted to ask, I guess. See you soon. I'll take those 2 points, boys.
You're back.
Hey.
Come to think of it, that guy who approached you in the Beef Bowl was a politician. He apparently gives speeches. Yo, I'm down for checking out Son Boy. What is this? Oh, this is the thing Lone Wolf told me about. This is the manager of Oro Beko. Apologies for the short notice, but would you mind coming into work today? We ended up somewhat short-staffed. I understand this very last minute, and your compensation will reflect that. I hope I can count on you. I'm pretty tempted. I'm gonna be real with you. Me, as an actual person, the moment I see a message like that from my employer, unless I have something really important happening, like, I would cancel stream and be like, I'm in. I'm there. I would go there immediately. Because that's how you become a well-known and good employee. I'm already bummed about tests coming up. I'm in trouble for anything that's not English. I haven't been studying at all. Maybe we can make some progress if we keep an eye on each other. Want to study together? Oh, okay. I don't mind not going to Broshita tonight. So we're not going to go to Broshita tonight. This is going to give us more money and proficiency, but hanging out with On will give us more points with On and more knowledge, which we do need knowledge. But it shouldn't be, I think after Madarame's Palace is when we're going to need to have the, I think we have to have 100k to throw away for a confidant, so we could use some more money. And we get proficiency out of it too. So it's not like we're doing it just for money. We're also going to get our stats better. Now I wish I hadn't gone to the Beef Bowl place yesterday. I don't know, chat. What do you guys think? Which one do you think is more beneficial in the end? Because, I mean, a nice chunk of money will be nice. And we get proficiency, so it's not like we're doing it just for money. But getting points on I think, is more important than getting more cash. It seems like chat's pretty down the middle. I think I'm going to hang out with On in this scenario. Let's go study with Lady On. You're a big help. Then let's meet at the diner in Shibuya. Hang out with Sojiro? That was the true correct answer. That long sentence is tough. Try to think about what the underlined section means. Are you starting to understand how to dissect these problems? I think so. I think I'm getting it. I'm so jealous you get a one-on-one study session with Lady On. Yeah, it's only one-on-one if you put your head back in the bag. So get back in there. Seems like you're making more progress than usual, too. Yeah, give me that knowledge. Fork it over.
That's not it.
I'm actually not so good at this because of my time abroad. I'm actually not so good at this because of my time abroad. I can read. Anyway, time to study. Here we go. Right, there were a lot of sparkles, so I think that means we're ready to rank up On right now. Think you can help me with math next? Absolutely.
Let's get back.
So tired. Let's stop here. All right, I think that was fine.
It looks like you're attending school seriously.
You also seem pretty close with Takamaki-san if you're both coming to school together.
I forgot how annoyingly smug Makoto acts in the start of this game.
You just transferred here, though. I guess you two really click.
New girl in the back? Oh yeah, Kasumi's there. I didn't see her because her most telling feature is her hair, and it's blocked by the pollen warning. Yeah, we're in the same class.
I see. You seemed a lot closer than that yesterday morning. I heard she was a victim of Mr. Kamoshida. But was that all there was to it? Either way, closer inspection should clear everything up. Goodbye.
Yeah, Makoto is like really early game Makoto, I really don't like. But then she gets better later. She still doesn't like become best girl for me or anything. I think I gave her like 4th or 5th place in my original rankings. But she's really smug and annoying at the very start of the game. I hate the tone of her voice. She gets better though, so you know, it'd be that way. At least she gets better. Exams start tomorrow, are you all ready? Now then, picking up from last time, the end of the Heian period marks the rise of the samurai. Foolish samurai! Which I'm sure you've all been waiting for. As described in the tale of the Heike, it was a time when all that was great would fall from grace. It wasn't unusual for the heroes of yesterday to be struck down as rebels of the present day. By the way, sympathizing with the loser of the week is called magistrate's patronage. That term came from Minamoto no Yoshitsune's position, and it also became a way of referring to him as well. Alright, Kurusu-kun. Oh, this is from the original game. I remember this picture. You know the time period Yoshitsune was active in, don't you? You just said it was the fall of the Heian, right? Yeah, okay. I thought it might be a trick question, but it's just that easy.
This is it.
Correct.
That's right. That question actually only had 95% on the network thing. It was like 2 and 3 on the other questions. I think a lot of people got tripped up by the fact, like, it can't be the one he just spoke about, right? Because normally it's like 98 to 1 to 1. It's like demonstrably in the favor of the right answer. I mean, that was still demonstrably in the favor of the right answer, but slightly less than usual. You know who doesn't get better? Oya. Yeah, exactly. He supported his brother, Yoritomo, during the Heian period, but despite his contributions in defeating the Taira, he was driven out by his brother and ultimately executed. It's a bit of a dick move. However, in the centuries that followed, Yoshitsune became more popular as a tragic hero. Wow, really? Kurusu-kun's kind of smart, huh?
Nice going.
Yeah, give me enough knowledge to get to rank 3 before the exams tomorrow. Nah, first exams we're gonna have to take at rank 2, but I'm gonna try my best to get to rank 4 knowledge at least before the exams. Rather than siding with the one who has overwhelming power, people prefer the underdog opposing them. Sort of like rooting for a minor league baseball team instead of an all-star major league one.
Yep.
I can understand that. It's like if I don't root for them, then who will? What a Goku thing to say. If I don't, who will?
What are your thoughts?
If you're confident in your exams, you can always liven up the day and head to Mementos. It'd be nice if we could get some info. No. We're good on that for now. What have we got? Ryuji and Takemi? Oh no, Ryuji and On. Hey, I came up with a method of strengthening my heart, but it's kind of hard to do it myself. Will you train with me? I think we are going to hang out with On today because Ryuji is further ahead than she is. Also, like, if I do Ryuji too much, we're gonna have him maxed out, like, before we finish the second palace. And I don't wanna run out of opportunities to hang out with my boy Ryuji that fast. But I am thinking, like, getting him and maybe even On to max level, like, in the 3rd palace, probably be pretty sick. Or at least close to it. At least by the 4th palace. Definitely we should have Ryuji max by the 4th palace, I think. Because it'll be helpful. You got plans today? Still in the hallway? Let me know if something comes up. Let's hang out with On today. Thanks! We'll be going to Inokashira Park. It's really big. Oh, cool. A new area. Let's meet up in Shibuya and head over together. We in this. Flourishing with natural beauty, the park is the pride of Kichijoji. Get away from the stress of city life. Couples often ride boats in the pond.
All right.
Couples, you say? It's funny, found your stream after watching Digimon Masters playthrough. I love Digimon. One of my favorite franchises. Yeah, the majority of my viewers find me through Digimon. Not quite in the way that you did. Man, big open places like this are great. I think my training is going to go super good today. So, remember how I said before that I wanted to strengthen my heart? Well, I came up with a way to do it. You're just amazing. Well done. I got this. I think having a strong heart means you don't let anything get under your skin. There's a bit of relation there. Basically, I want you to say stuff to me, and I'll try not to get fazed by it. What kind of stuff? We've already started. I won't let that hesitation shake me. What? Guess I should say something to On. Come on, hit me with your best shot. I have no earthly... Do these give points if you say the right one? What on earth is the right thing I could say? I'm not saying you're stupid, because that's just a bad insult. Says the guy who always calls people stupid. An airhead feels like it'll hit too close to home. But your unique sounds like I'm not trying, and then she won't be pleased with me. You know what? You're stupid. Yeah, and? I don't think these give points, because it didn't pause at all. Yeah, that response was annoying. What else? I love you.
Wait!
Oh, I got points from that at least. Wait, what? That's cheating. You're disqualified, Akira. Wait, is this how the game is supposed to go? Oh well, on to round 2. Are you okay?
Yes!
Bring it on. Yeah, this is not gonna help your heart. You know, I kind of feel like this won't make our personas stronger. Yeah, you're right. Something's not right. Oh, phone call.
Sorry.
Sorry, I just got an email from my agency. Next shoot is really far. Wait, what's this at the end? It's a notice saying to pay extra attention to the time and place they tell you. Apparently some models haven't been showing up at all lately. Then when asked why they didn't come, the models all say they heard there was a change in schedule. Sounds like shoots have been real hectic with all the scrambling they've had to do for substitutes. Has that happened to you? No, I haven't missed a single shoot so far. I don't understand how that got me 3 points, but I'll take it. Probably really confuses the staff to see his sub showing up too. Hopefully it doesn't happen to me. Though actually, my first modeling gig was as a sub. That was back when I was still in Finland. My parents didn't have enough models for their event. Ah, haven't I told you? My parents are both fashion designers who put on some seriously extravagant shows. They jump from country to country, so I only really see them for half of the year. Maybe less these days. Are you lonely? I'm used to it by now. It was rough when I was little, though. It was just me and our live-in caretaker. I didn't really have any friends. I got dark fast.
Yeah.
Honestly, when I'm modeling, it almost feels like I'm connected with my parents somehow. It's a nice hobby to have, but I don't think I'd want to make a living out of it. After all, that's where Kamoshida first spotted me, and that's how our class started those rumors. Besides, the Phantom Thieves are more important to me right now. Nobody can be my substitute here, or there, words. That's why I need to get stronger. Since a heightened motivation, let's go. From what I can remember, I think this is, yeah, follow-up. I think this is like the hardest of choosing the right answers for me with On, because when someone asks me to insult them, I'm just like, oh, dude, I can't do this.
All right.
I have to insult people naturally. If they ask for it, like, I'm lost.
Oh yeah.
When I was little, I used to watch this anime where the main villain was a female thief. How can anyone say On isn't high contender for best girl? She literally admits to watching anime. That already puts her at least in the top 3. She'd lose to the hero every time, but I always thought she was cool. She wasn't really a good person per se, but she was beautiful, strong, sincere, and even sexy. She always said whatever she wanted, did whatever she wanted. She knew what justice was for her. I wanted to grow up to be just like her someday. Hope I'm getting closer now, if only just a little bit.
Bye.
See you later. Sick, he's done it.